Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. Today we're going to look at Operation Monster Force, General Brown. Now, General Brown is maybe a character you're not familiar with. You may not be familiar with Operation Monster Force. And why should you be? Because it just came out. These figures, I've had them pre-ordered for a while. Let's see. So they're kind of their own story. About monsters and there's this. We have like kind of a GI Joe group that fights them, and it's kind of a cool story. But you can read that if you want there. And let me see some other generals there. Well, I'll show you what that's about. Season 0. It's not really a real show. It's just kind of a story that the action figures have. Kind of like how He-Man didn't really have a story without the mini comics, so he does have sort of a mini comic. It's kind of cool that his box opens up, and it's very nice looking, very kind of NECA looking, and this figure is 6-inch scale, by the way. And you can see some of the comic panel there. General Brown's a veteran of wars and fights monsters. And I don't know. I think it's cool. It's definitely a cool idea. It's definitely like a GI Joe kind of group. So I definitely bought this dude too. I mean, I may end up really liking Monster Force. I don't know yet, but I did really just buy him to be, with my GI Joes, because they do give you some different options for you can swap the heads and be different characters. So let's take a look, shall we? So I just took him out, and I just noticed that the Washington Monument is in the back, and it looks pretty cool. That's cool. So there's that. Okay, so General Brown is this fellow here, and he comes with this face, and this face. Now, these guys are all different. They're whatever character they're supposed to be, but to me, I think this is going to be General Flag, General Colton, and, oh God, what's his name? Anyway, doesn't matter. Just already established kind of characters. And see, he's got the hands that go with him, but he comes with other hands and another neck and a stand and stuff. I do like the stand. It's pretty cool. Wish every figure would come with a stand. So Operation Monster Force, and the stand can be like a tombstone. So that's cool. Gives it that little creepy little extra. And here are all the Caucasian hands. The other characters. So the other characters, here's his bag of accessories here. Pretty cool. And it comes with one hat. So there's his hat. And one thing that I think is kind of cool, they got, all of them have different sunglasses. There's like two with silver frames, one with dark lenses, one with blue, and then there's a gold frame, one with dark lenses. That's cool. And then there's one pistol. So these other characters' names are apparently, if I can see it. And of course, there's General Brown, General Storm, General Clark, and General Frost. So, of course, those are just names that they made up for these characters. They're not anybody in G.I. Joe or anything, but these are going to be G.I. Joes for me. All right, there he is, and I already bought 2 more of these. I'll go get the other one here in a second. But you can see, you know, you can basically make as many characters as you want, and the head is compatible with other, you know, 6-inch figures heads. You know, you can pop the head off and, you know, maybe use a Marvel Legends character, or, you know, G.I. Joe Classified. It's up to you. Because the hat is pretty nice, that it seems like it could fit a number of different head sizes. Let me see, I do think this dude looks like General Flag from G.I. Joe. You know, the early Marvel Comics, G.I. Joe was led by General Flag, and, you know, Hawk was his colonel, second in command, and General Flag gets, spoilers, he gets shot and killed by Major Blood, and that's why they named the USS Flag after him. So there's that with General Brown. I can't figure out who General Brown looks like quite yet. I don't know. Does he look like General Austin, maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna have to go back and look at some of my Joe comics. But he comes with hands, heads, and a pretty cool little pistol that he can hold just fine. Takes a little bit to get it in his hand, but he does hold it. That's probably not the best hand to put it in. But yeah, you can hold it. Whatever. Let's see. I feel like if you want to put some sunglasses on him, so he can have his sunglasses on. There he is. And I really like those stands. I think that's a really nice touch. Pretty cool. Okay, so I only bought 3. I should have went ahead and just bought 4 of them, but the other guy I got was, this dude is obviously supposed to be General Joe Colton. That's exactly what he looks like. He's even got a little scar on his face. So if you don't know who Joe Colton is, he is the original G.I. Joe. He's the dude that the team was named after, and this is all from Marvel Comics lore. So don't kill me if some new canon disagrees with that. I'll tell you. But man, I think he looks good. So I need one more to put this guy's head on. Who does he look like? General Tracer from the Venture Brothers, maybe? Or General, what's his name, from the Hulk? That guy, Hulk's nemesis. Doesn't matter, but really good head sculpt. Looked good. It's like a Joe. It's like a G.I. Joe here. Yeah, they did a good job with these guys. He's got like the curly hair. You know, G.I. Joe was the first action figure to have like kind of rooted hair. So you had like curly hair and a beard. Well, I say that rooted hair like in a boy's action figure, I guess. And he is a full 4-star general, even though looks like they painted one of the stars. Or maybe I'm just shaking the, no, it's fine. Disregard, looks good. Put a lot of effort into his ribbons. A lot of those look like stuff I recognize off the top of my head. And I think, let's see his awards down here. I think parachute, air assault, maybe. Not 100% sure. And a black blank name tag, which that, I don't think I clarified that little sheet I had a second ago. It's a sticker sheet, where if you were so inclined, you can take these off and put on his name tag. So he has, you know, so they all have different names, and you've got different generals, and you know, it's gonna be your own bunch. You know, like maybe the jugglers, or who knows, or just some random character. Or you might just really get into Monster Squad, Monster Force. Operation Monster Force. There, I'll get it right in a second. But I really like these figures, dude. They are cool. They really fit in nice with Classified, especially, and the articulation is very nice. It's not what you would think. They're highly articulated, even with the kind of, you know, uniform jacket that you can't take off. You know, you could still probably have him sit down if you really wanted to make him do so. But my guys are just gonna stand around, so they're fine. Let's see, let's put some sunglasses on old Joe here. Where's his hat? I didn't pull his hat out. My bad. Yeah, to me, he looks more normal without the hat and sunglasses, because that's kind of just the way he looked. But yeah, pretty cool. And here are some other 6-inch scaled action figures from other lines. So you kind of see how he looks, where he fits in. And I think it's good. I think it's very good. Of course, I had to pull out old Hawk here. And let's see. If you want to put Hawk in his dress uniform, you can switch his head and put Hawk on there too. So there it is. All right, so there they are. Oh, and General Ross was the guy I was thinking of from the Hulk. Yeah, doesn't he look like him? Kind of, maybe. I don't know. I think he does. But anyway, that is General Brown. And I think this is maybe a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. So yeah, see, check them out. Go on there and get you some Operation Monster Force, because they did come out with some different figures that look really good. I mean, and maybe you can use those for, you know, in your G.I. Joe collection or whatever. But I'm gonna get probably a few more of these, so I can at least make the one other guys, have them all 4 together, and maybe some other figures too that I like, and we'll look at those too on the channel. But thank you so much for watching this video. We do appreciate you. Please hit like, subscribe to the channel. We do have new content every single day. And on behalf of me and Big Buddy Brad, we are going to go ahead and throw one back and get out of here. And until next time, we will see ya.